Cardiovascular diseases are the leading problem in our country, and the main factor that influences them is, of course, our lifestyle, and first and foremost, our diet. There are products that cause immense harm to our hearts, but at the same time, there are products that improve heart health and are literally life-saving. In this video, I've put together such a selection. First, we'll talk about harmful products, and then we'll discuss beneficial ones. Make sure to watch the video until the end. It will be very interesting. So, let's get started. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my new videos. Now, the first group of products harmful to our heart are confectionery products. This includes candies, sweet chocolates, cakes, muffins, and so on. First of all of these confectionery products contain huge amounts of sugar. It is well known that high blood sugar levels are a contributing factor in the development of atherosclerosis, and consequently, they increase the risk of coronary heart disease. This is when the coronary arteries get clogged with cholesterol, which can eventually lead to a catastrophe. Another problem with confectionery products besides sugar is trans fats. Many countries are fighting against trans fats and some are trying to ban them, but it's not always successful. Some manufacturers voluntarily abandon them and openly announce this. But for example, in Russia, the situation with trans fats remains poor and concerning. And don't think that if you buy expensive, high-quality imported chocolate, it won't contain trans fats. There was a famous story where a highly respected Swiss chocolate manufacturer, I won't name the company, was fined for selling one recipe of chocolate in Switzerland, but a cheaper version with trans fats was sent to Russia. So adding cheap trans fats is something that anyone can do. It has been repeatedly proven that trans fats are absolutely harmful, causing atherosclerosis, damaging blood vessels, and of course, harming the heart. They can also provoke cardiovascular disasters. Moving on, the next item on the list is sugary soda. If you need a quick sugar injection, sugary soda is the perfect candidate. Essentially, it's a syrup with such high sugar content that when we drink it, we don't feel repulsed by the excess sugar, as we might with tea. Why don't we feel disgusted drinking soda, even though it contains far more sugar than tea? The answer is acidity regulators. Citric acid is artificially added to soda to regulate acidity and compensate for the overwhelming sweetness. Subconsciously, our brain registers the amount of glucose, and we get hooked, craving more and more. Among all the products that cause the biggest spike in blood sugar levels, sugary soda is probably the champion. Next on the list are processed meats and sausages. I've mentioned on my channel before that it's always much better to choose fresh meat over processed products like sausages, liver, and so on. Processed meats typically contain a huge amount of salt. Don't forget that balance is necessary. If we don't consume any salt, it's unhealthy, but if we consume too much, it's even worse. Experts have determined the optimal salt intake to be between 2 and 5 grams per day. So if we eat a few slices of sausage, we already meet our daily sodium intake, meaning any other food we consume throughout the day could lead to a salt overdose. Excessive sodium intake affects our water-sodium balance, causes fluid retention, and increases blood pressure. High blood pressure leads to a whole range of problems, including the risk of heart attacks and strokes. It also negatively affects all organs in our body. So, to summarize this section, the most harmful products are those that contain high amounts of sugar, trans fats, and salt. Now, let's talk about the products that are good for our heart and should be included in our diet if you haven't already. At the top of the list is, of course, fatty fish, especially the oily varieties. Salmon, for example, is particularly beneficial due to its omega-3 content. It has been proven many times that people who consume a lot of fatty fish throughout their lives have a much lower risk of heart attacks and live longer overall. Of course, omega-3 can also be obtained from other sources, including supplements, but fatty fish is the most natural and beneficial way to get it. It is recommended that adults eat at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week, with each serving being about 120 grams. In addition to omega-3, fatty fish contains other valuable nutrients. Next, we have nuts, especially walnuts. Walnuts are particularly beneficial because their omega-3 content is the most optimal among all nuts. When we talk about omega fats, we should keep in mind that there are omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9. Omega-9 is less important for us, but omega-3 and omega-6 play a significant role. It is impossible to completely eliminate omega-6 because it is found in most vegetable oils, but it's important to monitor their ratio. the optimal ratio is 1. 4, meaning for every gram of omega-3, there should be no more than 4 grams of omega-6. For the average person who eats intuitively, the ratio is likely closer to 1:10, which is not ideal. For example, avocado oil has a ratio of 1:9, and sunflower oil is even worse, at 1:300. Walnuts, however, have a ratio of 1:4, which is optimal. In addition, they are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that is very beneficial for the heart. Studies have shown that regular consumption of walnuts can reduce the risk of heart attacks by 30 to 50%. Next up is broccoli. This is possibly one of the healthiest vegetables available at the store. It should definitely be included in the diet, ideally on a daily basis. Broccoli contains a huge amount of vitamins and minerals, as well as a substance called sulforaphane, which helps reduce the formation of atherosclerotic plaques. It also contains a lot of fiber, which significantly reduces the risk of developing atherosclerosis and improves cholesterol levels, which is extremely beneficial for the cardiovascular system. Next on the list is garlic. Garlic also reduces the risk of atherosclerosis. In addition, garlic contains over 70 beneficial compounds with antioxidant properties. Garlic helps thin the blood and reduce its viscosity, which is also crucial for heart health. It has also been observed that regular garlic consumption helps lower blood pressure. Next, let's talk about the importance of whole grains. Foods like oats, quinoa, and brown rice are rich in fiber, which helps reduce cholesterol levels and lower the risk of heart disease. The high fiber content also supports good digestion and keeps blood sugar levels stable, preventing the spikes and crashes that contribute to cardiovascular problems. Studies show that people who eat whole grains regularly have a lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who consume refined grains. Another heart-healthy food is olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is packed with monounsaturated fats, which are known to reduce bad cholesterol levels and improve heart health. It also contains antioxidants such as polyphenols, which help reduce inflammation in the body, further reducing the risk of heart disease. Including olive oil in your daily diet, whether in salads or cooking, can be a simple yet effective way to boost heart health. Finally, let's not forget the power of green tea. Rich in antioxidants called catechins, green tea has been shown to reduce LDL cholesterol levels and improve blood vessel function, leading to better circulation and reduced risk of heart disease. Drinking 1 to 2 cups of green tea daily can be an excellent addition to your heart-healthy routine. By the way, friends, let me know in the comments which of these products you eat. Maybe you have additional healthy foods that should be included in the diet. Share your thoughts when writing it. It will be interesting.